So you've heard that Clicker and Clicker Writer now include widget symbols. I'm going to show you a few ways that you could use these within Clicker to support students in your classes. I'm going to jump over into Clicker Desktop. And I've taken a couple of Clicker sets from Learning Grids about making gingerbread biscuits. Here I've got a quick words Clicker set. I'm going to go to the Clicker set menu and edit, and over to the pictures menu. I'm going to picturize, and I'm going to go to the source tab, and I'm going to deselect quick picks and opt for widget symbols, hit picturize, and each cell gets a widget symbol to support. Hit go, and it takes me back into the student run mode, and students can type and send specific words to the text and to their document when they need them. Some students will need more sentence level support. So here I've got a Clicker sentence set on the same topic, designed for students who are building up what an understanding of a sentence is. I'm going to go through those steps again for this Clicker set, and you're going to see how that can apply for a sentence set too, and add a bit more support. I could choose to apply to all grids. Here I've got lots of grids in my Clicker set. I could choose to ignore high frequency words or not, depending on how many symbols I want in my Clicker set. Again, I'm going to go to source and widget symbols and picturize, and you can see that each Clicker grid in my Clicker set has widget symbols to support. Again, I'm going to go, and each grid in the set has got symbols there for the student. So here I'm going to say grease a baking tray with some butter, and then a full stop.
Grease a baking tray with some butter.
And Clicker will read it back to the student. Of course, the student can use the symbol to support
baking tray,
or right click on any cell to have that word, those words, or the word inside read back to them. Next, I'm going to jump over into Clicker Writer and show you how we can use symbols in Clicker Writer as well. This time for students who are perhaps further up the school. They're working on some subject-specific vocabulary. Here I've got one of my favourite Clicker sets that I used to use with my Year 4 classes around natural disasters. Again, I'm going to go up to the Clicker set menu and edit. And we've got a similar picture menu in Clicker Writer. When we're in edit mode, I'm going to picturize with widget symbols and ignore high frequency words. And we've got all these widget symbols there for students who want symbol support. I could save that and give that to students who require symbol support. If I want to remove pictures, I can do that quickly again from that menu. And then I could picturize with quick picks for some other students, and we get more realistic pictures that are drawn by an artist that might be more preferable to certain students. So that's another way we could use symbols in Clicker to support. Next, I am going to jump back into Clicker Desktop. This time I'm going to think about creating a Clicker set from scratch. So I'm going to go to Clicker set and new, and again I'm going to have a word bank. It's going to take me into edit mode, and I'm going to now bring across some of my planning that I used to use when I was teaching until last year. This is some planning that we worked on, making sure we're using subject-specific vocabulary when we're teaching history. So I'm going to copy the vocab in my planning document here and paste that into my edit mode of Clicker. This is the vocabulary that I want all the students in my class to have a really rich understanding of by the time they've finished their learning on the ancient Egyptians. Hit OK. My word bank is created with all that vocabulary that's probably on my working wall, on word banks around the classroom as well. Again, I'm going to picturize. I'm going to ignore high frequency words, and I'm going to go to widget symbols, hit picturize and OK. And again, we've got symbol support in a Clicker set, and students can send these words to their document to support with their writing. So a couple of quick ways to add symbols quickly to your Clicker sets in Clicker Desktop and Clicker Writer. Just another scaffold that you can use within Clicker.